True.
Okay, well, you guys scheme. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and get a drink.
Quick, scheme harder. I don't remember either.
It was a toss. It was a bit of a
Oh.
toss-up last game.
I think we're coming through the stream at the moment, Brighton.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us again for another session of the Boys Play Descent into Avernus. Um, Tonight, we've got a smaller crew than normal. We're missing uh, Logan, Jordan, and Allison. Um, so it might be a little bit harder for the guys as they plan to murder hobo an entire manor.
Allegedly.
So last session, they finally got out of the sewer dungeon of the Cult of the Dead 3. They smuggled Mortlock to spend the night at a morgue that owed them uh, a favor. And by favor, I mean they had blackmail information on them. They planned then to meet up with Mortlock in the morning at the Low Lantern, where his brother runs his operations, where they were going to murder his brother Amric. They spent the night again at Sareth's Manor, meeting his brother, who runs the wainscoting businesses in the morning. Then they went to one of the trading companies that the wainscoting family owns, where they got a discount on some goods before going to face Amric. Um, the fight uh, almost got derailed by Amric trying to poison the group, but Jail managed to pull off a stealthy detect poison spell and notify the group. And when they became too suspicious for Amric by continuing to deny drinking the wine, the fight broke out and ended with a very dead Amric at the hands of Mortlock. The group then left the tavern, paying for any damages, and were bumped into by uh, the Hellrider captain, Rhea Mantlemorn, who told them that she is looking for the High Overseer of Elturel and that she's tracked them down to having contact with the Vanthampur family. So she was on her way to question Amric, but she was just a little bit too late. She's now joined up with the party to go and storm the Vanthampur Manor. And with that, I'll turn it over to you guys. You guys are
Mm.
currently standing at the docks at the Low Lantern Tavern.
Well, it's been very nice to meet you, Lady s- Mantlemore. I believe you said, or
Please just call me Rhea. But yes,
Lady Rhea. It was very good to meet you.
Rhea is fine. Thanks.
Uh, are we planning on adventuring into uh the temple today, or are we moving on tomorrow or something else like that? What's the plan here?
So
The
just
matter you mean,
FYI,
or
you guys it's still early morning. You guys met up with Mortlock here. The plan was for
Oh,
early
okay.
in the morning. And the whole encounter with Amric didn't take long at all. You guys messed him up. So
Yep. Um, what do you guys want to do?
I'd still like to swing by the shit, I forget the name of the temple now. To deliver that anonymous donation that we talked about, but we can always do that another time. It is pretty early in the day, so I don't really want to go storming the manor in the broad daylight.
Yeah, that
Um,
sounds like it might be an evening up job.
I also was did a little bit of thinking here. So it seems like most of the people they've been attacking have been they've been going after them for a bit of a reason, right? They
Yeah.
they think those people are descendants of Hell Riders.
Or at the very least from Elturel.
Yeah, and I was thinking. So someone that I know, they have also been attacked. I thought it was just a random, your usual Baldur's Gate near death mugging, but I'm worried that they might still be after my friend. Um, so I was thinking I might want to go check in on her.
Well, we do have an entire day. We could certainly check in on your friend. I wouldn't mind taking a short break as well.
I would really appreciate if you were okay with that.
I have no objections.
After
Okay.
all you've done for us, Krush, I'd be happy to help.
Well, no, it's really nothing. Thank you. I'll just show you guys the way there, and I'll start kind of leading uh my way towards sorry, the South Foot, I believe it is, or is that? I haven't looked up my notes on that for a while.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so um we kind of congregate in the outer city there.
I'm gonna ask Rhea if she has any other matters to attend to, or if she's accompanying us as well.
Um, all all I need to accomplish in this godforsaken city is finding um, Krieg and getting to the bottom of what happened to El Terrell. Um, you're my best bet for that. So if we have to uh, have these dalliances, I'll just follow along.
If
All
we're
right.
heading to the outer city, I'm guessing we'd go through Heapside and on the way there, where the temple is. So I'll just say that we, for the sake of brevity, we could just do that really quick.
Yeah, I can also drop my stuff off there too.
Okay, for sure. So you guys just kind of make your anonymous donation to the temple as you kind of make your way by.
Yep.
I'll
Um,
donate 1,000 copper and 300 silver.
I'll donate all my copper, 1380, and all my silver, 67.
all right.
You know what? I'll throw an extra 3 gold in there just to be safe as well.
Okay. So then you guys make your way with some trouble through the Basilisk Gate. The city is still in a partial lockdown. Um, you guys have to show your badges as members of the Flaming Fist. You get some suspicious looks as Rhea accompanies you through, just keeping her cloak tight about herself, and you guys um, throw a bit of your rank around, and that you're on a personal mission for Lieutenant Zodge,
Mhm.
and you're um, able to be let through. Um, you guys make your way to at Krush's direction um, to see his friend.
Okay.
Um, so you make your way to a small kind of cottage-like building, pretty commonly um, built building for this area. It's a little bit more destitute than the actual lower city of Baldur's Gate. Um, although as you approach, you do smell um, fresh baking bread from from inside.
I'll walk up and just kind of knock on the door and um hello, just checking in. How's everyone doing in there?
Um, you hear a voice from inside. Oh, Krush, you're here. Thank you. Come in. Come in.
I'll open the door and be like, I've got some new friends, and open
Oh,
the door and kind of duck my head and as I enter the place.
All right, so you guys enter into a very what's the word I'm looking for? Cozy uh, cottage. From the outside, it looked a little run down, but it's there's been a lot of effort to keep it nice and tidy and homey in here. And you see uh, a large family for this size of dwelling. It looks like there's several generations currently packed in here. So much so that with the large group of you, it's hard to squeeze everybody in here.
Okay. Hi everyone. I just was stopping in to, just say hi. I've got some new friends here that I want you all to meet. The the gnome here, that's my good friend of mine and has actually been very very kind to me recently is Gerbeck. We've got this dapper looking fellow. He's also incredibly nice and he's very um very charitable. And his name is Sereth. These two over here, they're actually brothers and they're really tough fellows and they'll get you out of a pinch, and that's Jail and Surzex. Um, and we also have I just met her today. This is Lady Rhea. Actually, the last three of them, they are also from Elturel, so they're good people.
So at the mention of the name Lady Rhea, the eyes in the room kind of go wide, and Rhea throws back her cloak to reveal her signature red curly hair. Uh, and they're like, "Wow, Lady Rhea is actually in our house here at Baldur's Gate." And people start to like uh, crowd around her, and she's like, "Oh, please, please," she's pretty embarrassed by this. Um, but it seems that uh, Callie's older relatives um, uh, are more familiar with Rhea and her accomplishments and pay her a lot of respect.
Okay. So yeah, this here is Callie, and we've gone back for a couple weeks now, and she's been very friendly to me. And Callie, I just if I could just talk to you for a second, I just want to um make sure everything is good to go.
So as you're talking to Callie there, you see that Callie's grandmother has engaged in a quiet conversation with Rhea, uh, and Callie responds to you, "Yes, ever since you rescued me from those ruffians in that alley, everything's been good here.
Oh,
Thank you so much."
well, I don't really want to try and make you worried, but you should. It looks like there's uh, a little more danger in these people. It looks like they're targeting specific people, and I just want to make sure that you're okay. So whenever you're going out, make sure you've got a bunch of people with you. No more walks alone or anything like that. Just I'll let you know when it's safe. We're gonna go take care of it right away here.
Oh, well, thank you so much for the warning. Yes, it was pretty silly of me to be walking around Baldur's Gate alone anyway at night, but I'll certainly pay more heed.
Yeah. Hopefully we've been helping out to you know what's the word? Jail. What did you say? What have we been doing? Oh.
Oh, well, what did you ask?
I don't know. You were closest. How would you describe what have we been doing to try and help protect people?
Ethical work.
Ethical
I
work.
suppose that's as good a
bad
description as any.
Yeah, and hopefully our ethical work has gotten them a little less worried about finding people. But I just want you to be safe, and there are some mean people out there.
Well, it sounds like you're the one that needs to stay safe. I'm just nondescript here, and it sounds like you're taking on these people head on. So please just be careful.
I
You're-
can assure you, we are all here to help protect Krush, as he is here to protect us as well.
Oh, thank you. They are very they've basically brought me back to life a couple times. It's been good. They've
I-
been fine.
Say that, but
She looks pretty shocked at bringing you back to life.
metaphorically speaking, of course.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure I was
of
dead.
course.
I've got nothing for this.
Well, like I said, please be careful. And I don't know why it's your duty to do this. This city has not been very welcoming to our family, and we sure appreciate any goodness that we find here.
You know, it's what we do, I guess.
that is our motto.
It's
what we do,
I
that's-
guess.
TM.
Yep.
I mean, we say that all the time. But... So, yeah, it's good to see you're okay. I just mostly just want to check in. If you guys want to hang out here for a bit, it's a little crowded, I know, but they're very nice people.
Um, well, we were just about to have some fresh baked bread and jam if you'd like to join us.
I would love to do that.
If that's all right, I wouldn't want to impose.
No, it's the least I could do to you for keeping Krush safe. And she kind of um, brings out some more stools and upturns some boxes and stuff to give everybody somewhere to sit down as she slices into some lovely smelling fresh bread from clay oven in the side of the cabin, and slices it up and puts some fresh strawberry jam on it for each of you. It is delicious after being in sewers for the last couple of days.
Okay. And I
This is
guess I
quite
just kind of do
fantastic.
small
Thank
talk
you very
for a little-
much.
Oh. Yeah, I kind of just go through some small talk, catch up with family for a little bit.
Are they just all humans?
Yep, they're all humans. So the granny and Rhea were chatting away as you guys discussed, but they all dug into the bread as well. But yeah, you notice the grandma is rummaging around in a chest on in the back corner of the room, and she brings over a cloth wrapped object to Rhea, who takes it and nods respectfully.
It's what do you got over there, Rhea? That looks important.
So she unwraps it to reveal to you guys the rank insignia of a Hell Rider.
Oh my god.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's about all group at got for this one too.
All right.
Would that be off of like a dead Hell Rider?
As Gerbeck asks that, the granny gives him a sharp look. Just because I look old now doesn't mean I always was. I'll have you know I made captain in my time.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't know that you were in the Hell Riders.
Well, it's not something I share with too many people nowadays. Ever since I retired and moved here.
I kind of like nudge Surzex a little bit.
Go, hi, come on.
How long ago was the original Hell Rider go into hell?
Um, like, I would say at least like 4 or 5 generations ago.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
I was gonna be really mean, but Jill
I ask her if she knows the story of what happened down there with the Hell Riders.
Um, she just relays to you the same kind of story that's pretty. At this point, it's like a legend of El Terrell. Everybody knows the same story. Um, so Zariel led the charge on her uh, golden mammoth and opened a gate for the other Hell Riders to lead a cavalry charge into the ranks of demons coming into Hell in the Blood War, and that it was well successful. Many Hell Riders did not make it back, and the few who did were kind of uh, traumatized and didn't speak of what they saw down there.
That's the first time I heard about the mammoth.
Yeah, it seems that some details get embellished in the telling, and some are left out sometimes. So, like, you'll hear
Yeah.
new bits and pieces depending on who's telling the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Kelly, we've probably kept you for too long, and it's always nice to see your family. I think it's probably time for us to be hitting the dusty old trail, as other people tend to say.
She kind of just gives a chuckle at your prushisms and makes up a little picnic basket with another loaf of bread and a small jar of jam.
I take it and I hook it to the side of my shell.
All right. She says, "Be safe."
I'll try my best.
it's what we do.
I guess.
Thanks for being so welcoming. It's always great to meet a fellow Hell Rider. I'm glad to have this opportunity. Thanks for having us.
And the granny gives you a Hell Rider salute as you guys leave.
I think back of when Rhea first found us on the dock, and I give another bow, just like Jail did.
I assure you, as captain, that is not necessary.
It was simp bow than
Simping hard for Rhea.
Yeah, nobody told Gerbeck that. Just trying to respect your ethical codes here.
On the way out, I'm going to stealthily leave 2 gold somewhere in the apartment.
This rich
The Easter Seraph.
Yeah.
Like somewhere where they would find it and be like, "What the fuck is this here for?"
All right. So you kind of just like your overturned box that you're using as a chair. You just kind of slip a couple gold underneath, or in the handle. So when they go to pick it up and stack it back where it was, they'll definitely find it.
All right.
Seraph, the true 1%er.
Hey.
All right. Have
mean,
we
it's
left
kinda
the
true,
house
but-
yet?
Well,
Yeah. So you guys have all kind of made your way outside now, I assume.
I'm gonna slap Krush on the back and be like, "I never took you for one that would have a crush on a human woman."
what? No, that's not.
Oh yeah.
That's not really my kind of thing. That's not. No, thank you.
Well, it's definitely
She's
hers.
she's just my friend.
That's how these things start.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's not how they start.
I don't know. It sounded like she wanted a piece of the legend.
Oh, look over there! It's my house.
So you see Krush point to like even more um, like dilapidated shanty, I guess. Where that one was kind of a cottage, yeah, this one is like a shack.
Yeah.
Great.
I kind of open up the door and
Just show you guys. This is where I stay, and you see like there's like a little uh there's like a shoddy fireplace that I cook my food off of. There's like a table that's like probably too small for me and a stool. There's an area in the corner with a pile of linens. You can tell that's just kind of where I sleep on. There's a chamber pot that's kind of separate on the other side of the shanty, and that's basically it. There's like just that little cooking fire area. Like, and this is my place, and it's great because I live next to all the people that I'm friends with, and it lets me stay with all the people of the outer city, and we have some great times out.
This place
I
looks rather comfy.
Oh, it's
Indeed.
I like it. I don't spend a whole lot of time here. I would offer you like some tea or something like that, but I don't usually have guests, so I don't have much here to offer you guys.
It's no worry.
Quite all right.
There's a chamber pot if you need to go to the privy, and I kind of just like leave the door open and kind of just leave it, see if anyone needs to go.
I do not.
Okay, let's go do something else, I guess.
It was really interesting to see all this stuff.
That's
Yes.
a lot of the town tends to live. There are a lot of good folk that just making a living.
Those are some fine folk that you have made friends with, Krush.
This is
I think so too.
this is quite the modest home. I thought the legend crew should be in man by now.
Well, this whole legend, that's actually their fault. I point over at the house where they're staying. I'm like, they heard that I helped her, and then they started spreading all these rumors that I'm this like great big powerful warrior, and all I really did was just like tackle a guy, and then get there was a white flash, and then he was gone. Well, he was you know, and I was I woke up like a couple days later in their house, and but then they started saying how I did a lot of stuff that I didn't do, and now people are they're some of the times they recognize me.
I don't know, Krush. I can say from experience that you are quite the mighty warrior. I don't think you're uh
Well,
I
see
forgot the word.
that's the thing. That's a really new development. I really hadn't done much of that before, especially all the other stuff. It's still trying to figure that out. It's very different.
Yeah,
Well,
most
call
rib
it the
cages aren't a match for Krush.
This is quite true. If it helps, Krush, maybe call it the origin story, the birth of the legend. Then
The crushioning.
the
The cruciating. You kind of see like a kind of little tortily smile just like creep over the face. Yeah, it's a crucianing. Hey guys, we're cruciating.
that we are.
It does take real talent to crush a man's ribcage straight through his armor.
Oh well,
like
I don't know if we need to go into those details.
All right.
All right, so you guys go cruciating your way back into the lower city of Baldur's Gate. Is there anything else you'd like to do to pass away the time before heading over to the manor?
much. That's really all I had.
If we're not doing anything, I think Sareth mentioned she wanted to take a long rest or a short rest.
Short rest would be good, yeah.
Well, your encounter there with the the bread and the picnic, you guys could have taken a short rest during that.
Okay.
Perfect.
Alright, I'm gonna use my right tool for the job and just create a pair of woodcarver's tools because I don't have any.
Okay, so while you were snacking on the bread, you're also using your tinker's tools to create a set of woodworker's tools.
Yep.
And
Big
Sarath
roll.
is crit
Somehow.
failing his hit die rolls.
Yep, big rolls.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh no.
game, please.
Well, at least you got the bad rolls out of the way now, right?
Damn.
Sure.
Three fail.
Jesus.
Oh, okay, there we go. I thought it was
There we
bugged
go,
there
he
for a
says.
second. Well, if I got another crit fail, I'd be 1 health short of full, so I'll take it at this point.
So I guess we just kind
Jesus.
of just hang out at a tavern or something for a bit, or
Sure. You
Yes.
guys want to head back to the Elf Song Tavern?
That
Sure,
sounds
sounds
like
good.
fun.
All right. So you guys journey over to the tavern where this all started, and see some familiar faces, but it's the same eclectic group of people that gather here. Um, you guys do not hear the elf song this time around, um, and people are still whispering and rumoring about the different song that you heard that night. Um, it hasn't happened before or since.
Quite
Interesting.
peculiar.
Indeed. Specifically to be a Hell Rider legend as well. And in common of all things, she's only ever sung in Elfish.
Do you uh hmm, do you know anything about that song? Do any of you guys remember some of the words? Rhea, uh maybe Rhea, you might know something about this. They were saying something to do with the Hell Riders in here when we were here.
Does Rhea know like actually what this place is at all, or?
She doesn't know of the Elf Song Tavern. She hasn't spent much time around Baldur's Gate.
I'll give her a quick rundown then. Just be like, oh yeah, there's a elvish voice that sings throughout the tavern, bodiless, and only ever sings the one song aside from the one time we were here and it sang a song in common, and it had to do with the Hell Riders.
would any of us remember the words to the song at all, or was it?
We do have a handout that says all the words.
Yeah, I guess we do, but I feel like.
Kilvius wrote those down.
Oh, okay,
So
perfect.
I guess since he's still hanging out with you guys, he just hands over the lyrics.
Okay, so it hands him over to Rhea, or
Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
Do you know what that song? Do you recognize that at all?
So as she reads along, Kilvius starts to clack his wooden spoons together, and he sings a hearty rendition of the song himself.
Is it a
Colton,
good rendition?
Colton, where are your spoons? He always brings his spoons
hang
to the
on.
playing session.
I'm not prepared to be a backup
It's not
Kilvius
plastic.
tonight.
I don't have
Um,
anything wood near me.
As Rhea reads along and hears the song, she um, starts to tear up a little bit over her missing homeland. And after the last note of Kilvius's tenor voice fades, um, she just kind of looks around at the group and says, I'm as confused as you are by these events. I can only say that I saw the companion's light turn black before the city disappeared, and perhaps the elf felt these um, ripples in the afterlife. I just want to get to the bottom of what happened.
Yeah, though it is definitely not a lot of times cities just disappear. I'd like to figure out what happened too.
Well, I'm glad that I have you guys to help me figure it out. These last few days in Baldur's Gate have been um, not ideal, being on um the down low and hiding from the authorities while trying to track down information on a wealthy family has not been easy.
Yeah, this also isn't the most pleasant of cities.
I mean, it's not. Yeah, sometimes it blows.
How did
I
you
would
actually
not
get
disagree
into
with
this?
that.
Sorry,
How did you actually get into the city?
Me?
Rhea.
I was at the head of the refugee caravans. I made all haste as Baldur's Gate is the nearest to Elturel, and I got in before they put the lockdown on and started um, outlawing uh, refugees. I've been in hiding ever since.
Quite fortunate to have made it before they closed the gates.
That's the only fortunate thing that's been going on in my life lately.
Well, hopefully fortune will find us sooner rather than later.
At that, she pulls out a small silver holy symbol in the shape of a right hand fist on a silver chain and says, Torm, let it be so. So you
Good
guys,
check.
okay. 16. You know that Rhea is a devout follower of Torm, Torm. Many Hell Riders also um, worship Torm.
Ah, I chose the path of Helm myself.
And she gives a respectful nod to you. You know, they're both the worship of both are really well respected within the Hell Riders and Eltrell in general.
While we're like sitting here talking, I want to I have like a eureka moment, and then I quickly rummage through like my little backpack with all my the notes that I've been keeping, and I guess I pass Rhea the missive of the Omega Hidden Lord, the one that talks about the Devils of Avernus being involved.
All right. I gotta find my notes here. Omega.
I think that's what the Ohm symbol, right? That's Omega.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's up on the stream too if you want to.
Found it. She looks perplexed as she reads it, and that the note um, references Zariel. She doesn't know who Gargoth is, though, with all of his titles. Um, but yeah, she's says that the mysteries just keep piling up. I just hope that the overseer can clear um, any doubt in my mind of what happened to the city. Um, I'm not surprised that this note claiming it is um, uh, has to do with hellish machinations. Um, what I saw of the companion was definitely um, caused by some evil forces.
Well, it's quite fortunate for us that all our mysteries seem to be pointing to the Vanthamper Manor.
Is that where we're going now then?
Well, I think we should make haste. The sun is lowering now, and we should be about and find out what happened to our city before any more woe is caused to the people of this once great nation.
Agreed.
All right. So, with that, having spent most of the afternoon here in the Elf Song, you guys make your way towards.
I would say just before, I know we're kind of slowing it down a little bit. I would mention.
Do we have a bit of a game plan?
That's
Going
a
up
very
this
fair point,
matter. Like,
actually.
are we just walking up and be like, "Hey, you're under arrest," and then
Let's
if
not
they,
lead with that.
well, why else would they let in flaming fist people? I don't know. I just think that it's worth just going over. We don't have to take like 20 minutes talking about it, but maybe we should have an idea.
I thought we were going there to collect a reward.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Thirstwell, Thrustwell, whichever the one that was.
Thrustwell.
Thirstwell.
Thirstwell.
Request company with him.
Yes, we have a means to get in the door. At least a guise to get into the door. What happens after that? I'm not sure. We could definitely have a plan before going in, but I think it'll just come to us playing it by ear.
Before we leave Elf Song, I took a quick look around to see if Tarina's there.
She is not.
Oh no.
Okay. I guess the main thing I'm wondering: are we going in to arrest them, or because I usually like Sarah, even Sarah's place had some guards to worry about, right, Sarah?
Yes, we have at my house we have a rotating shift of at least 3 guards.
Okay, and if you happen to be running a underground cult, would you have more than 3 guards?
I mean, I would assume yes.
Okay, and would your guards fight for you if the Flaming Fist was like, "Hey, we're gonna try and arrest your lord or lady"?
Well, speaking from my house specifically, our guards are unaligned to anyone but us. They're specifically curated that way. For the Vanthampers, I have no idea. They could just be your rank and file watch. They could be mercenaries. They could be cultists for all we know. It's safe to assume that their top priority would be the defense of their lord, or lady in this case.
Yeah, they're probably cultists, let's be real.
That's definitely a fair assumption.
So we go and thrust
They're
a
all
dagger
cultists?
into Thrustwell, and then
If he is in fact bedridden and we can get
Yeah.
into his room, I mean, he's just lying there.
I've seen a lot of evidence of corrupt Flaming Fist members working
Well,
This
in
is
the
also true.
that's dark.
so I don't think it'd be too difficult to say we wanted to speak to someone.
Yes, it's I think we should lead with the reward. that would be the most plausible means of getting in.
Yeah, we do have
Afterwards,
Avernus's finger.
indeed, afterwards we could perhaps levy ourselves as Flaming Fist spies or some other such. I forget the word. Some other such like recruits, I guess.
All right. Well, I guess we just kind of play it by ear. But I don't know. Going into a secret hideout filled with cultists and killing somebody, it makes kind of sense to me. Going into a bar and having someone try to poison you and then you kill them back, that kind of makes sense to me. But walking into someone's room who's
Mhm.
bedridden and then stabbing him in the heart, I don't know
Who was the leader
if
of a
that's
cult
the
and
way
who
to
was
do it.
Yes, this is very true. I firmly believe most people get a second chance, but I don't think he can be given one at this point. There's too much blood on his hands.
All right, well, then just
It's
bringing up ideas.
I'm
What if this
definitely.
I mean,
Gorgoth?
I'll stab the guy if you want me to stab the guy, but I just
I mean, we could ask him his side of the story once we're there, but I doubt it's gonna be true.
And what if this Gargoth guy is there? You know, the big demon that I think we were told is hiding out at the manor? Oh, never mind, just the shield is hiding there. Which somehow speaks of him.
I don't remember.
There's
That
there's
note.
the shield of if you look at one of the notes we have talks about the shield of the Hidden Lord being at the manor, which is sketchy.
Oh yeah, I found it here. Well, if it's a shield, I'm guessing we could deal with that. I'm no expert tactician or anything, but
I mean, one of our guys uses a shield a lot, and he can really throw people off of it.
And his
I
shield can't even talk.
well, do we know that it talks, or do we know that it's coated in some kind of like substance that gives people hallucinations or something like that?
I have no idea.
It's a pretty crazy
I just know that it speaks with
theory.
the true voice of Gargoth.
Well, in
I
either
got as
case,
much information as you do here.
in either case, perhaps we definitely don't touch the shield. Deal with the problems at hand. If the shield somehow enters into it, we deal with it as we see fit.
Okay, well, that's what it sounds like. We deal it as we say fit. That is our other motto, I guess.
It is now.
That's what we do.
Oh no.
I guess.
In any case, discretion is probably warranted. We shouldn't let fly.
Here's the other thing too. We've been talking about the brother. There's also the mother, and I
Hmm.
assume a father.
And probably a
I,
lot of cultists.
I
I don't
feel like
remember hearing
someone
anything about a
mentioned.
father.
I feel like someone mentioned maybe. Colton, did you mention anything about like the dad at all? I think.
He has not been mentioned at all.
Ah. The mother then was just like the head of the household, I guess.
That's right.
Yeah.
Are we looking to arrest her then?
Would that even? Do we actually? Well, I guess we do have quite a bit of evidence, but could we bring it to a point where it would stick, though?
I think a lot of our evidence against the mother comes from Mortlock, who is another kind of
Who is
bad
also
person.
incriminated in a lot of our evidence as well.
Yeah, I think somebody's gonna be getting out of this without any punishment. And
I
it's probably
don't know
gonna
for
be the
sure.
mother.
not only that, she is a patriarch. There's a lot of coin and influence to be thrown around.
Not only a patriarch, she's one of the dukes of Baldur's Gate.
Oh shit!
Rip.
One of the 3 dukes.
Yep, there are 3 dukes, and then the High Duke, Alder Ravengard, who was in Elturel when the city disappeared.
He was the head of the Flaming Fist, too, right?
Right. Yeah, he
Yeah.
is the High Duke and also the head of the Flaming Fist.
It might be worth actually talking to Captain or Lieutenant Zodge.
I'm starting to get that feeling too.
There's no way that we could just go and arrest the Duke.
Can we be sure we can trust Lieutenant Zodge? I mean, he did send us on this. It wouldn't make sense for him to do so if he was in league with them. But can we trust the men under his command? Since the Flaming Fist is definitely incriminated in some of this.
Probably not.
What about his new boss?
Miss Portier.
Yeah.
I think as far as the two of them are concerned,
Isn't she related to one of the other dukes?
yeah, she's related to the High Duke.
Yeah, she's actively making
Like,
a play to become
granddaughter,
High
I
Duke
believe.
right now, I think. I think that was their plan.
Oh, no, sorry. She's not related to the High Duke. She is related to a Duke, though.
But she's
Not
not
all
related to a
Ravengard.
Van Thumper duke, so she's probably not in. I would assume not in league with the Van Thumpers because dukes tend to try to butt heads a bunch. So if she's working
We-
for her, what is it, her uncle?
Yes.
Then she probably doesn't work for the Van Thumpers.
Well, as I
Do
see
we
it,
want
Zodge
to
could give
take
us.
that?
If we go to Zodge, he could give us 3. There's 3 things he could probably do. He would tell us to take care of it ourselves. He would tell us to lay off of it, which would be suspicious. Or he would tell us that he's going to send men to take care of it, in which case we could follow them there.
2 out of 3 options are definitely suspicious. Actually, even all of those options are suspicious.
And all of them end in us going there anyways.
This is quite true.
Yeah, but if we die there, at least somebody will know.
I do believe we can, as much as a Flaming Fist could be trusted, I do believe we could trust Zodge in some manner.
Wait, didn't we slip a note under his door yesterday?
Yeah, we did do that. I don't remember
what the note
exactly
said.
what we did there.
I believe that you guys were just following up on what's gone down since you last spoke, if I remember correctly.
Well,
Yeah, it was something like that.
maybe we should go follow up with Zodge.
I would
We
vote
could
for
go
that.
there if he's not currently meeting with Miss Portier. Then perhaps we could have a face-to-face. If he is, then I say we just take care of it ourselves.
That sounds good. I think, either way, I think the manor probably knows we're coming, given we let one of those imps get away. Or one of those flappy things.
Yes, they're probably expecting us, at the very least. I suppose the ball is in our court, however, so...
What's a ball and what's a court?
Well, you see, there are games that one plays with the ball.
And they do it in the Duke's court? That seems like the worst place to
Not-
put it.
No,
Not
in
in the
his courtyard.
court. Yes, in a courtyard. It's like that. Do you not have children's games where you're from?
We just
I
played them
just
on the street.
That seems depressing.
I've skipped a lot of rocks in my days, but that's about it.
Well, that is, in its sense, a children's game. Yes. Let's say the rock is in our hand, then.
Now there's a metaphor we can understand.
Let's go throw it into the water then.
What are we gonna make with this rock? Alright, I'm done
Let's
with
get
this.
the
Let's go talk to Zod.
All right, enough of this madness.
I feel like if we do get to talk to Zodge, though, we should kind of keep our cards close to our chest. If you catch my drift.
What are cards?
Oh no!
Cards
Cards.
exist.
Yeah, I don't have cards. We don't play games in my camp.
I don't have proficiency with a gaming set, so maybe I don't know what those are either.
Jesus Christ.
Anyways, let's go fucking talk to Zodge.
All right. So, as you guys head over to the barracks, Rhea informs you that she will not be joining you as
Smart.
she's currently here
Illegal
unlawfully.
immigrant.
Yeah. But she instructs you that she'll just be waiting on a side street nearby. So you guys head into the barracks, past some of the familiar guards here, and you find that Zodge is not currently in a meeting with anybody. So he is available this time around.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you find that Zodge is not available at this time.
Right.
Please
So
lead the way, Seraph.
Oh, right, I suppose. Give a knock on the door.
right, you hear a terse. What is it?
It's Sereth and the fellows you hired to look into the cult activity. We have some information.
All right. Come in, but let's be quick about it.
Right. I guess we go in.
Oh,
you
as
guys,
guys, I kind of like go over to jail. Think there's any nasty stuff about while we talk?
Nasty stuff about, and then I heard a
The-
long silence.
Oh, the the little creature that we saw that you saw.
Ah, you think there might be one present? You mean?
Maybe, I don't know.
Or you wanted to talk to Zodge about it?
No, I want you to look and see if there's a evil thing here.
All right.
Mhm.
I put my fingers to my temple like Goku instant transmission, kind of
Mhm.
utilizes.
all right. You do not detect the presence of any fiends, fae, or undead here.
That seems all clear to me, Krush.
Well, that's good. Hello,
Right.
sir.
I thought I said be quick about it. What are you whispering about?
Oh, we're gonna have
Well,
your dinner later.
just ignore them. For the time being, let us say that we've uncovered some very dire information about this cult. It might lead to one of the dukes of the city. What kind of reaction does he have when I say that?
A measured reaction. He's trying not to show too much.
Could I roll insight?
Standoff.
Sure.
Did I
Alright.
also do that as well?
Yep.
It's not terrible. Oh, baby, Karush.
You see that he is pretty shocked by this and also worried. But he's playing it off in his tough demeanor. But you, with that roll, you see some tightening of the muscles around his eyes. Pupils dilate a little bit. Um, you know, he
Yeah.
seems a bit stressed.
He does. I could have guessed he seemed stressed just when we opened the door. Come on, let's go.
So clearly, this is a big deal. What do you think we should do about it?
Yes, we're kind of at a loss here with how to proceed.
Well, I said that you have to take this thing out, root and all, and I've given you permission to kill. So I'd say that it's pretty clear what we do. We root out this infection in the city by any means necessary.
So how much do you
Whoa.
like the Vanthempers?
Well, you better have some pretty compelling evidence before you go and murder a duke's family.
I
Oh,
pull out
boy,
the
do
missive
we.
of the Hidden Lord again, the same one I showed Freya.
I mean, we can
Pull
pull
out
out
notes
all
on
of
his
our evidence at the moment. We might as well just show him like all the missives and all of the letters that we found,
Yeah,
except for maybe the Poseidon papers.
I'll show him the 3 missives.
All right.
I guess Mortlock's correspondence.
Yeah. Assassin's Orders might as well.
And yeah, Assassin's Orders. But yeah, I don't pull out the Poseidon correspondence or papers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he reads through them, and it's a pretty tangled web that these notes lay out here.
Yeah, but
Indeed.
at least they all point to the same thing, the Vanthempers.
Right. It seems that Duke Thalamra is right at the middle of this web. I give you my full support on organizing a raid on the villa.
So we can count on some assistance from your most trusted men.
The reason I've hired you is because we don't have any men to spare.
Well, at the very least, should we... I'll kind of like turn to the group at this point. Should we perhaps leave the evidence here so we have something to work with if we just turn up missing?
Are we required to bring anyone back alive?
You're not required to.
Oh, that's all I need to know.
No, I trust Dodge. He knows what's going on. We don't need to leave all this stuff here.
I feel like we should, because if we take it with us and we don't make it out, all the evidence goes with us, and they continue to do whatever it is they are doing in the city.
How
Anyone
about
proficient at
we?
copy?
How about we take some of the evidence ourselves and leave some of it here?
That was kind of why I was asking the group if we wanted to just leave evidence here.
Yeah, I mean, if we leave all
Yeah,
the evidence,
I don't
Sarge,
think I.
or something.
Let's keep a couple to ourselves. I think.
I mean,
If
we could keep the
possible.
Poseidon shit, just because that name drops Surzex and jail.
Okay.
But the other missives we can probably leave with Zodge.
Okay.
All right,
All
we
right.
do that.
So you entrust Zodge with a pile of the evidence that you've gathered, and he just kind of curtly says, "Now, if that'll be all, very busy. We've got some rival claimants to High Marshal that we must deal with."
At the very least, Lieutenant Zodge, if you don't hear from us in the next 2 days, let's say, you can probably assume that we've fell victim to the Vanthempers. And
Well,
whatever feeble manpower you might have at the moment should be put towards that. I wouldn't want this sort of thing to continue.
that would be unfortunate, but it's a risk I'm willing to take.
Yes, of course it is.
I give him like a soldier salute, but it's extremely shaky.
Just a very sloppy salute.
That is the
I just
most
roll my eyes
Farquaad
and
thing I've
leave.
ever heard. Some of you may die.
Yeah,
Like the
wave after wave of my own men. Right, men? You suck!
oh boy, here we go, killing again.
And after this, we secure our freedom, right, Sarge?
He gives you kind of a measuring look and says, "That's right, as well as our agreed upon payment."
Then consider it done. And
Just gives
boy,
you a respectful nod.
Right, well, let's go, I suppose. Oh, I already left, never mind. I rolled my eyes and left, I did say that.
All right, so the rest of you file out after Sareth. You guys leave the barracks and rendezvous with Rhea. And if there's not anything else, I guess head to the Bantham Manor.
let's go.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
All right. So once again, you guys make your way to Baldur's Gate, the one gate connecting the lower city from the upper city. You see that it is guarded by 20 guards of the watch. Um, and they call out to you as you guys approach and ask what business that you have in the upper city.
Hold up my
Flaming fist
pendant.
bad.
My pendant of my family. I live here.
Oh, of course. Open the gate, and you guys hear some mechanisms being released as the gate swings open.
I whisper under my breath, I gotta get me one of these.
I'm afraid you're gonna have to get more than just this pendant.
Hey, I never said you heard, I said I whispered.
Okay, good perception, man. Anyways, never mind.
Fucking rich boys.
Anyways, thank the watch as I go through.
So as you go through, they say, "Wait, who's that?" And then they point at Rhea with her hood currently up.
That's her
She's with
sister.
me.
Uh, she'll have to pay a gate toll unless she's got rank insignia as well.
She's with. Wait, what time of day is it right now?
It is evening. They have closed off the upper city at this
Hmm.
point.
All right, because we spent all day in the tavern.
Yeah. I'm sorry. She's with me. I thought that was quite clear.
Um, you see that he kind of like nervously tugs on his collar. And he's like, "Still, I must insist. A gate toll."
Insight check.
All right.
Because we never had a problem with this before. I guess we all had Flaming Fist, but I don't think any of us displayed. No, never mind.
Better pull out that coin purse.
I gave away all my fucking copper.
I'll reach
I'll
into my
just.
thing and give him a silver. Here you go.
Oh, as I'm fumbling for my coin purse. Oh, thank you, Krush. I'll be sure to get it next time.
So this guard pockets the silver and just gives you a nod and gestures with his spear, um, through the gate.
I'll give him a. I'll stare daggers at him as we leave, just like you fucked up, bud.
He kind of gives
Ask
one of those
for
like
Edgewater.
nervous like swallows, like gulp.
All right.
But
Anyways,
yeah, he doesn't prod any further into her identity or anything.
Sarith, I thought for a second there you're going to start asking for his manager.
I didn't want to go quite in that direction, but
He almost has the right haircut.
True.
didn't want to go full Karen there, but you know.
Even I was a little scared.
Well, I tried. At the very least, we're through the gate now.
All right. So
Definitely remember
as
that
you guys
asshole face.
head up one of the abandoned streets, you start to hear a faint rustling in the wind. It kind of resolves into the sound of flapping wings.
I will cast Detect Magic.
All right. You don't see any magic, but as you do detect magic, or as you cast the spell, in front of you materializes another imp.
Same one from before. What was his name?
Thrush.
Thrash, yeah.
Yeah. So the imp says, Thirstwell knows that you didn't finish off Mortlock. We saw you outside the Low Lantern, and he was seen alive and well. What do you have to say for yourselves?
I would tell Thirstwell to check his facts, because that is clearly not the case. Morlock is dead by our hands.
that was not the expected reaction.
No. Well,
Thought of a
how about you
joke
tell him
there.
yourself?
Oh,
And
that would be
That was
preferable.
the plan.
Insist.
now, do you have any proof that you slain Mortlock?
Who has Amric's finger?
I thought you did.
Oh, maybe I do. I'm assuming it's. Oh yeah, I wrapped it in something. I'll just kind of like pull out the kind of like blood-stained thing that I wrapped it in. Just be like, well, we have this.
Roll deception.
Alrighty. Despite my charisma, I am not very good at this.
Anyways,
What do you mean you're not very good? You have a +4.
It's not proficiency though.
That looks a little small to be Mortlock's finger.
It was rather large. We had to kind of cut it off at the first knuckle.
Highly
No,
unorthodox.
no, Sarith. You're mixed up. That's Amric's finger. We were in a hurry, so we couldn't get anything off of Mortlock, but we did find this letter that was from him. He dropped it in the fight, remember? And then I show him the
Yes,
letter.
that's correct.
All right. Gerbeck,
a long
roll
day.
deception.
Now, I'm not very good at this.
Can I be assisting at
Oh
all?
my
Oh
god.
no!
A likely story. Well,
You know what? I need to speak to your superior, please.
Wait,
no,
I
no,
step
kidding.
up and I'm like, wait a second. I step up and I'm like, wait a second, wasn't it you there that night when we were carrying Mortlock out in the sheet? So you saw him dead, and this is Amric's finger? We've clearly killed both brothers.
I saw what I assumed was Mortlock's body, but other imps saw Mortlock alive and well at the Low Lantern.
and you trust other imps?
Over your own eyes.
Roll persuasion.
Which one of us?
Surzex.
Hey.
You see him kind of think for a moment, and he's like, no, those other schemers are probably just trying to get one up on me, get promoted. Well,
Bastards, I say.
I'm gonna go take a look for myself. I'll be right back. And he starts flapping off towards the docks.
I suggest we move now.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys start to quickly make your way the rest of the way to the manor. Um, you approach it and see that it is walled and gated um, area with the household and a stable inside. You guys are just across the street from the gate, um, through which you can see guards kind of patrolling the grounds.
Hmm. Now, do we want to try and sneak in or make our presence known and walk in?
I mean, we probably have to walk in at this point. We better hurry.
This is quite true, yes. Uh, I guess we approach the gate then.
All right, so you approach the gate, and some of the guards call out, "Halt! Who goes there?"
Sereth Octavian Wainscoting, I believe we have business with Firstwell.
Um, we were not expecting anyone. On the Lord did not relay this to us. Um,
Well, you know the Lord. He likes to be do his own business and whichever hours that pleases him.
right. Uh, and one of the guards, or this guard, um, directs one of the other ones to go and confirm with Thirstwell.
Tell
Uh,
him that. What was this? What was the demon's name?
Uh,
Thrush.
Tell him Thrush sent us.
um, all right, I'll relay the message, says the guard that's hurrying off to go talk to Thirstwell. All right, I'll just have you wait here for now. If Thirstwell says that he's expecting you, we'll let you in.
how many guards are around us at the moment? Just the one?
Uh, you, there's actually three guards here and
Hmm.
one just left. But
Okay.
as
I
you
will
guys were
cast.
standing there, you saw that these guys were kind of like walking, making a circle of the grounds. Um,
Hmm.
How well armed do these guards appear to be?
um, roll a perception check.
While he's doing that, are those two guards kind of like holding position at the front gates, or are they still patrolling?
The two guards are now holding their position, and in this time, you've seen another group of three guards pass by.
Okay.
Uh,
Uh,
so Gerbeck, you see that these guys are wearing chain shirts with shields, and they each have a spear.
I'm gonna cast Charm Person on the two guards near the gate,
All right. Let's
and I
see.
will say, "Sorry, we haven't got a lot of time. If we could expedite this in any way, I'm sure the Lord would definitely appreciate us being in and out as quickly as possible. He has a lot to attend to, obviously."
So one of them succeeds, and the other one
Damn it.
fails. Um, so the one guard, the one that you haven't been talking to, it's like, "Oh yeah, makes sense. Here you go." And he goes to reach and open the gate, and then the other one's like, "Wait, hold off. What are you doing?" Um, no, you can just wait here, and we'll confirm whether your appointment is actually, in fact, supposed to happen.
All right, if that's what you wish. I certainly wouldn't want to have the Lord's wrath upon you, but if that's what you wish.
And the other one is just like, oh, come on, he's got a good point. And he's like, no, he doesn't. But after a few more minutes, um, the the other guard comes back to the gate, and he says, um, Lord Thirstwell would like to speak to these people. He said to let them in.
I just look at the guy who was like, no, leave them outside. And be like, does he now?
He looks a little like chagrined as he unlocks the gate, and he's like, very well.
I'm sorry, and what was your name?
uh, that's not important. Just please be about your business.
All right.
As I walk past him, I tap his little shield and say, "Cute."
He kind of like, I say. All right. So let's give me a moment here as I dump you guys in the villa.
Van Thumper.
Thrustwell Van Thumper.
Oh no.
Who's actually playing tonight?
Half of us.
Yeah.
Nobody's playing. You're just playing by yourself.
This is all in your
It's
head.
all a dream.
It's unfortunate.
Cool. Just in a padded room somewhere, rocking back and forth in the fetal position.
They're so
playing
stupid.
7
They're
different
so
characters.
stupid.
Got a very good imagination.
Or Colton's the one that's been systematically making our players group's too big. I gotta weed them out.
How far did you run this campaign with your last group, Colton?
To about here, actually.
Oh
You
shit.
died?
Yeah. They actually kept Amric alive and used him to get into the villa.
Interesting. I can't see
Food.
shit at the moment, so
You guys can't
Gerbeck,
see
please
anything?
lead me.
I can see
I
my
can
token.
see
That's it.
everything.
Oh,
I
interesting.
Oh,
hang on, let me just
it's
refresh.
a camera token.
No, I don't have it. I just checked.
Yeah, camera token's not out yet. I just had advanced fog of war turned on, and that dim light reveals.
Hey, wait, this one thing's exposed. Spoilers.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
How
But
about
that's
now?
fine. Nope.
Hey, Thud, wanna go in the stable again?
Well, let's do normal fog of war then. And
No, I can't see anything.
Perfect.
I still can't see anything either. Oh, now I can see
Hey!
things. Hey.
so much for advanced fog of war.
What are these green giant holes in the ground?
Those
That
are
is called.
trees.
I'm pretty sure that's a tree.
I believe that's a tree. Do they not have them where you're from?
Oh, they were never green.
That's
Whoa, rich boy, calm down. We've all seen trees.
You just had the thing where like you had like a drawing of like a cube, but it was tough to tell like are you looking at the cube? Is it going into the page or out of the page?
One of those optical illusions.
Now there's a tree.
Yeah, I guess these ones are more shrubs.
me a shrubbery.
All right, so you guys are now in the manor. You see the um, large stone house in front of you. There's a bit of a columned terrace with a door just ahead of you. The path goes off to the west to a outbuilding, and that same path continues south around the building.
And he told us to go see
Thr-
Thrustwell, right?
First,
Thirstwell.
well,
Is he gonna lead us there, or do we just walk in?
Um, they're just expecting you to walk in. Um, they suspect that if you have business with him, you'd know where to go.
All right, I start walking towards his obvious location. Just kidding. All right, we just walk in the front door, I suppose.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Is that over here?
Yeah.
I open the door and walk on in.
All right. You throw the door open, and you see um, uh, a large gallery containing an eclectic collection of tapestries, paintings, and stone busts on pedestals. You see stairs leading up to another level. You see a few sets of um, double doors leading off the room, and a single door at the back of the room. The windows at the far side of the room have their curtains drawn, um, and there is a bit of an alcove here that you cannot see into.
I'll just
Oh,
whisper to Krush, I guess the closest to me. I'm assuming his bedchambers are upstairs.
I was
So
just
they,
about to say the same thing. I start walking up the stairs.
yep.
All right. So
This
as you guys,
bedridden is not.
sorry.
Yeah, he is bedridden.
They would keep a cripple up a set of stairs.
He's bedridden. He can't leave his bed. And if his
True.
bed, if he's a lord, his bed is probably upstairs on the second floor.
Ah,
What's he gonna need to go downstairs and eat and not be fed by servants?
Exactly, right?
Is she with
there's a
us?
fire. And
Breakfast
you
in
can't
bed
crawl
every day.
Yeah, she's following along with you guys. So as you guys start to head up the stairs, from the doors over here, uh, they're pushed open, and a very elderly man is shuffles in with a lantern in hand, and he's being followed by a young girl in a servant's outfit with a duster in hand, and he's like, "I have instructed you on how to dust this manor appropriately a dozen times now, and I will show you again the spots that you've missed." And then he almost doesn't notice you as he's just like berating this young girl. And she's like, Frederick, um, we have guests.
I'm just kind of frozen, like halfway up the stairs, just kind of looking kind of like Kronk after he's waiting to. But then,
I'll just walk over casually. Oh yes, Frederick. Yes, thank. We're here to speak with Lord Thirstwell. If you could please point us in the right direction, we have urgent business to attend to.
Tell him about the guard.
Oh yes, and that one guard by the gate. Did he sit down in the wrong way? Something seems to be up his ass.
Uh, uh, who are you again?
Sereth
I don't.
Octavian Wainscoting. If you would,
Oh, wainscoting. Um,
yes.
what business do you have with Thirstwell?
Well, you see, he's brought us into a bit of the goings on between him and his mother. We wish to make ourselves available with him.
We do heavy lifting for him.
Yes. More of the grunt work that he unfortunately cannot do.
Oh, well, um, he'll be about in his room, as you know. Um, if if you're acquainted, I'm sure you know how to find it.
I believe I do. It's just been quite some time since I was here last. If you could point me in the proper direction, that would be much appreciated.
Listen, man, I've never been here before, so I'm just gonna start walking into rooms.
Well, I don't want that. It's uh, up on the upper level, um, the last door on the left.
Ah, yes, of
Thank
course.
you.
And
Thank you quite a lot, Frederick.
very well. Now, Ambra, what was I saying? Ah, yes, the dust. As you start to amble off into the little alcove,
I'll just whisper as we leave. Good luck.
she kind of gives you a little smile. Um, and yeah, they kind of head off. Um, and you guys can head upstairs. Just
If all this goes wrong, the butler's the first to go. I'm just kidding.
Monster.
Blooded Crouche.
Crush the merciless.
Crush the Crusher.
all right. So you guys are now over here.
Gotcha. I can see. Last door on the left?
Is it the only door on the left?
So how you guys are positioned, there's like a railing here, and the only one with the vantage like fully up the stairs would have been like Surzex and Krush. So you can't see all of the upper level yet. You do, however, see a guard positioned in front of this doorway.
He did say last door on the left, correct?
That's right.
Okay.
Onwards.
I'll just walk past the guards with the full assumption that I am definitely supposed to be here.
The guard just kind of like puts his spear across the railings of the stairs and says, "Who are you? What's your business?"
We have business with Lord Thirstwell. Move along.
Didn't the
All
guard
right.
just come by here?
Yep, that must have been what this was about. My apologies. As he lifts his spear and stands back in front of the door.
Sareth's just clearly annoyed at this point.
More or less.
Oh, there's another one. Oh no!
Oh man.
He's gonna have to tell 5 guards to fuck off on the way through.
I just look down the hallway. Like, oh, son of a bitch. All right, last door on the left. I'm assuming that's over yonder.
Mm-hmm. All right. This guard just steps aside. Says, "I heard the other guard come in here. I heard you've got business."
Finally, a god with a head on his shoulders. Thank you kindly.
All right.
I'll walk by and be like, "You're going places, buddy."
I'm not going to say that they're promoting soon, but you might want to keep a lookout.
All right. And just before we meet Thirstwell, we're gonna have a break. So
All
I'm gonna go to the
right.
bathroom.
Yes.
All right, and back from the break, you guys enter into Thirstwell's bed.
There's a lot of us for how small this room is. It'd be a shame if this one knew fireball.
At least he'd be roasting himself.
Well, and would also destroy half his house.
Mhm.
I use Divine Sense while walking in.
Hi. Uh-oh.
Oh, there we go.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello?
Hello.
My audio is pretty shot here. Throw up the technical difficulties.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yep, you're fine.
Okay, so as I was saying, you guys enter a plain room with drab curtains covering the windows, an iron claw-footed bathtub, and a fireplace. And you see, um, laying down in the large bed in this room is a sickly-looking Thirstwell Vanthamper.
Uh,
He
as we walked in, Count said he wanted to cast Divine Sense.
Divine
Yes.
Sense. All right. You feel the presence of a fiend in the fireplace.
Is my detect magic still up at this point?
Uh, no, but you could bring it back up.
All right, I will do so.
All right. Currently, you do not see any magic.
Okay.
Um, so as you enter, Thirstwell says, "So, you've come to speak about my offer to kill my brothers, have you?"
Yes, we have, and to be frank, we are more concerned about the reward since the deed has appeared to be already done.
Yes, well, that has been called into question. You see, my spies at the Low Lantern, one reported back having seen Mortlock alive, and the second I have not heard from.
The one who reported him alive, uh, when was that?
Um, early this morning, he
Oh
reported
yes,
seeing Mortlock alive on the docks.
yes. To pull one over on the both of them, we thought it quite hilarious to convince Mortlock that we would help him kill Amric and have him flee the city, when in truth we murdered them both inside the Low Lantern.
Yes, and you have proof of their demises.
Well, Mortlock, unfortunately, being a rather large individual,
Uh
Yep. Uh-oh.
I think his computer broke.
oh. I just imagine like Sarah's just like in the middle of the conversation, just like stopping halfway through, just eyes open, mouth just.
Oh, and there he goes.
Uh
Oh, he back? Hello?
oh.
Uh-oh.
Blake Seven's in trouble.
Am I gonna have to bring that technical difficulty screen back?
Maybe we should try changing the Discord server location for him.
How to fix Discord live. Alright, Colton, you know how to change your Discord server location?
Oh no.
Is Colton also gone?
What the hell?
I, for one, welcome our new robot overlord.
Okay.
Rare rip.
Well, that appears that we're gonna have to cut the stream short tonight as we are having technical difficulties with Discord.
Yeah.
Yep.
We can't get our DM. We're missing a player all of a sudden. We were gonna cut it around this time anyways. One thing I would like to point out, I guess if anyone is still watching or they watched to the end on the VOD here, we're going to be attempting to try and stream more than just D&D. On Saturday, we're going to try to, well, at least I'm going to try and stream the new raid in Destiny 2. If you're interested in that, you can come check it out. We're going to see if we can't expand the streams capabilities at some point here. So that's one thing to look forward to if any of you are interested in that.
Yeah. And the last thing we gotta do before we end today is vote on who gets inspiration.
Oh yeah.
hello?
Is there
Oh
anything
hey,
like-
it's Blake.
Hey.
Am I coming
Back.
through now?
Oh, and Colton's
Oh
back
yeah,
too.
you guys all sound fine.
Big
Alright.
rip. We already said we were ending.
That's fine. I was gonna call the session after the conversation with Thirstwell, but we've got that to look forward to next week.
We'll call it a night. Fuck it.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties on our end. We'll have that sorted out for next week. Yeah, I guess we'll do the vote for inspiration. Lots of role-playing goodness going on tonight. Finally, a session with minimal combat after weeks and weeks of a dungeon crawl. It was a refreshing change of pace.
You mean
Yep.
zero combat?
Right, surprisingly.
Yep. I mean, it could have happened at any point during us entering this manor house.
Oh yeah, if I would have time gated earlier, it would have we would have been killing some guards right about now.
Yep. I vote for Krush for epic backstory awesomeness.
Yeah, I also vote Krush because yeah, that's the reasoning. I like the
Vote
bread.
Cruise for
Yep.
calling the Van Thumpers.
For what?
calling
Chat,
them the
don't be
Van
afraid to get in
Thumpers.
here and cast your vote as well.
Is that not their name?
Well, I think it's pronounced like Van Thumper, but you call them Van Thumpers. That was super funny.
Yeah.
That's how I've always read it. Van Thumper. I guess yeah.
That's another cruciism.
That's why we started calling him Thrustwell Van Thumper.
I didn't even realize you guys were making jokes about that. I just thought that's how the name was pronounced.
My vote is for Kilvius for his beautiful rendition of the Eldrel anthem.
All right.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, he was missing his spoons tonight, so.
I'd go with Gerbeck for doing some tinkering. I'm interested to see how that plays out in the future here.
Oh, I forgot about Blake's 3 crit fails in a row.
It was just hit die roll, so it's fine. It was fine, right?
It's a prediction of the
Yeah,
future.
well,
Yeah,
Oh,
those
no.
come back.
Yeah.
All right.
Eventually.
Well, I guess then tonight's inspiration is awarded to Krush.
Yay.
Alright, we'll
All right.
see everybody next week.
Yeah.
Thanks
Bye,
everybody
guys.
for bearing with us.
Nice.
See ya.